Hey friends, it's James. Every winter here in Chicago, right about that time when the days feel a little too short and the sidewalks turn that familiar mix of slush and ice, I start a quiet ritual. It's nothing complicated, nothing dramatic, just my way of syncing with nature's rhythm. And it's become one of the most grounding parts of my entire year. It starts with something simple, a stack of seed catalogs on my coffee table. Now, this might sound like I'm just getting a jump on spring, but what I've learned is that this ritual isn't really about planting a garden. It's about remembering the rhythm beneath the cold, the gray, and the stillness. It's about learning to live in sync with a season that I think is often misunderstood. And that's what I want to share with you today. Most of us relate to winter in the same way. We endure it. But I think something shifts when we garden, especially in a place like Chicago, because gardening teaches you that winter isn't empty. Instead, it can be preparatory, right? It's not about the absence of growth, it's about the hidden half of a cycle. When you begin planting your garden now, long before anything needs to sprout, you start to feel that rhythm in your own body. You begin to understand that winter isn't a mistake. It can be part of a design. That's why flipping through these seed catalogs in January feels different than flipping through them any other time of the year. In winter, your imagination does the work that the sunlight can't. And this ritual almost always starts the same way for me. Maybe I light a candle. I always make some tea or pour some coffee, and I sit down with whatever seed catalogs I have on hand. Baker Creek, Seed Savers Exchange, these are two of my personal favorites, but here's the part I didn't expect when I started doing this. I'm not really choosing seeds yet. I'm choosing direction, right? I'm tuning myself toward the idea that even in January, even when my rooftop containers are frozen solid and my community garden plot sleeps under snow, a cycle of growth and transformation is still happening. It's just out of sight. And this quiet ritual becomes my way of tapping into it. Here's the thing about winter garden planting. It's less about being prepared for spring and more about being present in winter. Because when you sit down with a stack of catalogs and let yourself imagine what could possibly grow, you're creating a bridge between now and what comes next. And psychologically, that's powerful. Because during the winter, many of us feel a little disconnected from, sunlight, from routine, maybe even just from what you consider to be like your normal self. You know what I mean? Like that vibe is just not there for some of us. But this ritual reminds me that what I'm experiencing isn't stagnation, it's incubation, right? Winter is where the roots of my intention for the next season begin to form. Not in the soil, but inside the gardener, inside me, right? And when you begin dreaming about tomatoes or dahlias or basil long before the soil even begins to thaw, you're practicing a form of hope that I think is deeply aligned with nature's own rhythm. You might wonder why something so simple like flipping through pictures of vegetables and flowers can feel so grounding. But gardeners understand something that modern life, I think, tends to really rush past, and that's that life moves in cycles, and winter's not the pause, it's the preparation. That's why starting early never really feels premature to me, because you're aligning yourself with what nature is quietly doing beneath the surface. Roots don't rest. Trees don't rest. Perennial plants that are growing in your garden, they're not resting really. They're reorganizing, they're storing energy, they're preparing. And when you participate in your own ritual of imagining and planning, you join that same rhythm. You're not trying to escape winter, you're learning how to inhabit it creatively. Even though this video isn't really a how-to, there are a few things I always keep near me during this ritual that I want to share with you. One is my old garden journal with notes from previous years. Another is a seed organizer with packets I never opened last season. And always a notebook for ideas that pop up unexpectedly. These aren't garden tools in the technical sense, right? They're touch points for me. Little reminders that gardening isn't just something that happens outside in warm weather. It's something that happens in layers, in memory and imagination, reflection even. I'll make a separate video about the practical steps of starting seeds, organizing tools, and planning your garden, but for this video, I want to emphasize the meaning behind those actions. Because for me, they aren't chores. They're a way of keeping your connection to the soil alive, even when things look like they're dormant. Every year I do this, I learn something new about myself as a gardener. I learn what I'm craving, what I'm ready to try, what I'm letting go of, and what I want my garden and my life to feel like in the season ahead. That's why I think this ritual works so well, especially for those of us who garden in climates with long winters. It gives you something living to hold on to, even when the world feels still. It's a reminder that spring isn't just a date on a calendar, it's a process that starts quietly inside you. And when spring finally does arrive, you don't feel like you're scrambling. You feel like you're returning perhaps with a new energy or perspective, but you're returning to a more familiar place of growth and change. Now, if you already have a winter ritual like this, I'd love to hear about it. And if you don't, I hope this inspires you to create one that fits who you are as a gardener or as a plant parent. And if you'd like to explore these rhythms a little more deeply, or you simply want a place to share what you're dreaming of for your garden and your indoor jungle, I'd love to welcome you into our Pistils and Pollen plant care community. It's completely free inside the Pistils and Pollen mobile app. And if you want even more support this season, like meetups and challenges, or just deeper conversations, you can join our VIP Plant Pals community. Wherever you are in your garden journey and whatever winter looks like for you this year, I hope this ritual gives you something steady to hold on to. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time.